What's up, guys? We got Vincent here. It's been 1 month today that he's been live in the program. So yeah, Vincent, you want to introduce yourself, talk about your background, a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. What's up? My name's Vincent. I started this program 2 months ago, and I saw Jaden's video on Instagram, and I was like, "This is so cool! Like a remote cleaning business, like that's so like random, and I nobody's doing that." So I was like, "This is such a good
Mhm.
opportunity to like jump on in and try out something I've never done, and nobody's doing it. Like like it's not drop shipping, it's not affiliate marketing, like it's such a niche business." That it was just such like I thought it was such a good opportunity. So I hopped on a call and they sold me right away. And then I started, working on it for a month. Before this, I actually dropped out of college and then I was like, what else could I do when I drop out of college? So I went to be an electrician. And
Mhm.
I did that for 2 years and it sucked. The trade is sucks. That's why nobody does it. Good money, but it's just like it takes a very long time to, make good money in electric. And
Right.
then, I opened up my own cleaning business and it took me a month to get set up. And then, a month in, I started making like 18K the first month, which is crazy.
Today, yeah, you're at 18K today, right?
Yep.
Perfect, bro. So when you first saw what you were doing, you first saw the remote cleaning thing, what were you, I mean, what were the was the problem you were facing? I know you were kind of on the fence at first about your job and everything, but you pretty quickly quit your job like pretty much immediately. But what really led you to that decision? What made you comfortable with that? Yeah.
So I always see like motivational videos. This is gonna sound cringy, but it
Nah.
doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I always see like motivational videos on saying like, just take the leap, take the chance.
Hmm.
And I did that and it worked. I guess I got a little lucky, but I just took the chance and, it paid off.
Mm. Yeah. So you were doing electrician for 2 years. Did you know pretty early on that that wasn't really what you wanted to do, or was it like kind of 2 years in that you decided, I need to find something else?
Um, in the beginning, I was just like, I need to find something that
Hmm.
like my parents will be okay with me leaving college for because they were paying it for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, like trades, like that's like when you hear a trade, you're like, oh, they got a good job. Like, oh,
Hmm.
that's a good idea because nobody wants to do it. And I did it and I hated working for somebody. And then I realized I never want to work for somebody again. I don't want to be an electrician because it takes a long time to get your license. And I was like, I need to get out of this. So I did a deep dive on, random side hustles that you could scale and make your own. And the first thing I saw was the cleaning, but literally the first thing I saw was this remote cleaning business.
Oh, really?
And yeah, literally the first thing. And then I just went all in on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't hesitate at all, really. But what did you really want? When you had that job, um, and you were thinking about doing something else, what did you want out of that? What were you looking to do?
So I was just trying to, escape the 9 to 5, the typical escape the 9 to 5. Before that, I'm still doing it. I opened up like my own ATM business
Hmm.
and, that was good. I made like a little over K a month and, it was good, but it was a lot of money and I'm still doing it, but I just really wanted like time. I want to travel. I wanted to work from home. I want to work from anywhere in the world. And, I saw that and, remote cleaning, and that's what I'm getting at it right now.
Yeah, 18K in a month. How does it feel, bro? Realistically, I know it's probably a big change, 1 month in, but you've been working hard.
I mean, yeah, it feels pretty good. I still gotta work harder because, there's a lot of things, I gotta put the 18K towards. So I'm not even gonna be profiting yet. I'm just reinvesting in my business. Like I'm
Growing
not
it.
trying to take any of the winnings yet. So I don't even feel like I actually made money because
Yeah.
I just keep on throwing it back into my business and trying to grow it as much as possible really quick.
That's smart because that's the thing is some people will take out the money and fund the lifestyle right away, and then it dies out. Like once you run out of money, it's done. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, they probably want to hear how you did so good. So mine, your perspective, what made you able to hit 18K first month?
Um, the main thing was just getting your business out there. Like I put my business on everything. I put it on every lead platform, Google,
Mm.
Yelp, Facebook, Instagram, Thumbtack, LinkedIn. I just put my business name out there everywhere and I was just getting leads in from multiple different spots and platforms. And I was just getting calls, a crazy amount of calls. And honestly, my sales skills are not that good. But people are calling you for something. So you already have them on a hook.
They're
Like
warm.
they're calling you for the service. So
Hmm.
you have them like 30% of the way already. You just gotta, persuade them to like make them trust you and think that you're gonna be the best clean and you have the best prices. And I lost a lot of leads, but I got a lot at the same time. So that's how I
Yeah, and
was able
you,
to scale it so quick.
where are you located, man?
I'm located in Long Island, New York.
Yeah, so Long Island has a lot of money. Like they got some money.
Yeah, they
So
bred.
yeah, they're breaded, bro. And one of your cleans was like 2 grand, right? Right off the bat. I remember it was like 2 days after you launched, 3 days after you launched, right?
Yeah, I landed 4 days after I launched my company, I got a call. I was actually on an island, and I woke up hungover, and I walked out. Yeah, I woke up pretty hungover, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take this call, and I walk outside, and I'm on the phone with this lady, and she's like, yeah, the foyer, like the ballroom, everything needs to be clean.
The ballroom.
I'm like, I'm like, what's the square feet of this home? And she's like, oh, it's like 10,000 square
Hmm.
feet. And I'm like, all right, let me lock in. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And I'm pricing this out for her, and it came out to like 2K. It was a $2 million home, and they wanted my cleaner there all day
Hmm.
because they were shooting a movie. It was a movie set, and they were shooting a movie. And I was like, all right, it's going to be like 150 an hour all day. And they're like, all right, that's fine. I could have said any price. I could have said any price, and they're like, "That's fine." That was on Long Island. It was at Sands Point. That's like literally like one of the richest areas. That's like the equivalent to the Hamptons, just closer in the center of Long Island.
Hmm. So they're filming an actual movie while your cleaners are cleaning in between?
Yeah, yeah. So they would film it, and then she would just like clean up the mess, whatever they made, and she would just be cleaning the windows.
No, that's
She was
wild.
just,
She
yeah,
probably
she was
enjoyed
just,
that too. She's get to chill on a movie set, right?
yeah, she was just like tidying up the place.
So what's next for you, man? In terms of next steps, where you're going with the business, what do you feel like is the next thing to really expand, or are you going to keep doing the same thing you're doing pretty much?
No, I'm definitely going to change up the way I'm running this. I need to find, much better ways to get more organic leads. Like I want to grow the Instagram and Facebook. I want
Hmm.
my cleaners to take more videos and I could try and like, edit it, mess around with it. I also need to work on my sales a lot. My sales skills are not that good yet, but you need like very minimal amount of sales. You just got to be happy. Like that's a big
Exactly.
thing. That's a big thing. When I smile on calls, it just brightens up their day. Like they don't see you, but they hear it. Like
They can
they hear,
sense it.
yeah, they could sense it, and just throw compliments their way, and that's really all you need, and just sound professional.
I
But
mean, for the most part, you're really just your day to day is probably just answering the phone, really.
yeah, I just pick up. I work on automating my business more, and then
Mhm.
I just get a call, and then I answer it. Try and sell them on it. Most of the time, they already want to clean. Most of the time, they're already like, hey, I need to clean. What's your price? And then I talk to them, give them a price, and then I got it perfect, booked. It's really quick, takes 5, 10 minutes, and then that's easily, $300 right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then when you say you got a lot of leads, like, can you tell them exactly how many leads you were getting? Because you could have gotten more. You could have spent more if you wanted to. You were getting like a lot of leads.
Yeah. So the first week probably got about 30 leads. And then this month, I definitely got over 100, way over 100 leads. But I couldn't land all of them. My sales skills in the beginning were mediocre. And then, I got a little better at it, but I still need to work on it. But I landed at least like maybe 40% of that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And then, yeah, man, I mean, what specifically did you like about the program that helped you get started?
To be honest, I it was like if you guys know what a Google Classroom is, it's just like that. I loved how like laid out it was. It was very simple. Like I'm a college dropout, so I'm a bit of an idiot, and they made it very simple. So it's literally just like a layout of like a Google Classroom, and you just follow the steps exactly, and then you're set. You're already set to have your own cleaning business.
Appreciate that, man. And yeah, do you have any tips for somebody just getting started?
Just be consistent. Like work on it every day. Like nobody really like shunned me for it. I didn't tell anyone what I was doing
Hmm.
because I just didn't want to jinx it. But just work on it every day and it's gonna work. I guarantee it. If you're consistent with it, shape it into your own business and just work on it every single day, at least like a little bit every day. And you really take the steps and time to make it like a business, then it will work. And that goes for anything.
What would you say to someone who was where you were, kind of on the fence, but wants to be where you are?
Just just go for it. I mean, I'm gonna say something and it's gonna sound cringy, but just full send it. Just
We'll
just
send it,
just
yeah.
go just go all in. Like I quit my job. I was doing this full time and I didn't even join the meetings that much. I just kind of like
Hmm.
stayed on the in the Google Classroom the whole time, just doing all the steps. Just go all in. Just go all in. I dropped everything and just literally just did everything. I just worked on this thing every day and just went all in on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, when I talked to Vincent, he was like, I'm just gonna quit my job and do it." And that was before you ever started, bro. So right off the bat, you already had that kind of all-in mentality. You didn't really have a plan B, which I love. I like that a lot.
I actually did have a backup plan.
Oh,
I
you did?
bought, yeah, no, I did just so my parents would stay off my ass. So I
Hmm.
actually bought a pressure washer machine, and because that, like, I could just go door to door and be like, "Hey, your driveway's dirty. Can I clean it?" So
Yeah.
I bought that just in case they didn't work, and I didn't even use the pressure washer once because once I launched, I made like 5K in like a week. And I was like, oh, I also didn't even have time. I was just taking calls all day. But yeah, I didn't even end up using my plan B. But I did have a plan B because,
Yeah.
just in case, I didn't have enough money, then that was be my plan B.
Got you, bro. I mean, the pressure washing could be an additional service at some point if you really want to.
Yeah, I
You know,
mean, like a quick little like few $100, like clean house, boom.
upsell. Yeah, upsell
Yeah.
your current customers.
Yeah, I could actually. That's funny that you say that because that $10 million house I got,
Hmm.
they said, "Do you have anyone that pressure washes?" And I was like,
Oh, what did you say?
I was scared to be honest. Like that was a $10 million house. I didn't want to
Yeah.
like break anything. I have no insurance. It was just like a side hustle. Scared. I was like, I don't want to fuck this thing up. But I should have taken it because I wanted to see that house. Because that house literally looked like Tony Stark's house.
The one with the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was sick. I don't know if you ever saw it, but it was so cool.
No, I never saw the house. I don't think you
Can I
ever showed me
show
the
you
actual.
guys? You guys want to see it on here?
Yeah, is it cool with showing them your calendar?
Yeah, I'll show my calendar. I saw your video when you were at like I think like 8K, and I was like, this guy is like doesn't have too many followers yet, so nobody's even doing this course yet. And I was like, I
Yeah.
could definitely like, I could definitely have like full attention because like when big courses get bigger,
Hmm.
that like you don't really get like because like TJR's course, like you're not ever seeing TJR.
Really?
All right, so yeah, this is I'm gonna show you guys the house that I did. Yeah, so this is the house that my cleaner went to the first 3 days of opening.
Oh, that's sick. That's crazy.
They had an indoor pool.
Oh my.
They were making a shoot on indoor pool. I didn't know because they were like we're
Yeah.
shooting in this house. I thought it was a porno for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I actually thought it was, but it wasn't because I searched it up. It was like just some like drama film. They have like a bougie elevator inside of it.
Oh,
You
that's
look in this
wild.
corner.
So your cleaner's
Yeah,
probably just standing there all day just
look at
watching?
this house. Tony Stark's house. Yeah, I don't know. She was just cleaning windows the whole time.
Damn, bro.
They have their own private beach.
That's wild.
Yeah, crazy clean.
Do you live near here?
I live like 40 minutes away from this. Just a beautiful home. But yeah, that's the house.
That made you how much in total?
That house, 2K.
2K. For one day, that's not bad.
Crazy. Well, I made like 1,500 profit. I don't even know. I think they got like sponsored or like funded for the movie and they just had a huge budget.
And you're reoccurring. Are they mostly monthly or are they kind of a mix of everything?
It's mostly bi-weekly, like
Hmm.
every other week. And I have like four monthlies and I have one weekly. I have one
Oh,
weekly,
nice.
which is pretty cool. But it's like a small clean. It's like 100, like it's like 150 a week, but like still
Hmm.
like in a month, like that's like $600.
Ah, I
Can
can hear you
you
now.
hear me? All right,
Yeah, I
let's
can hear
go.
you.
All right, I got it. It's
You're
fixed.
back.
Yeah, all right, it's fixed.
Sounds good, bro. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to wrap up. We can pretty much wrap up there with the interview. Do you have anything else you want to add? Anything to show them or?
You want to see the you
Oh
want to see
yeah.
my bookings?
Let's see the bookings, bro.
Let's see. All right, so this was the first month of bookings.
Yeah, he basically just did like a money spread, bro. Look at that. That's
This is
crazy.
pretty much I just got so many calls and just slammed my cleaners on each day. This is the one they did today, like a little light 400.
Some light for a Saturday.
Yeah, like
How's the fulfillment been, bro, with the cleaners and everything? Have you had a lot of issues with that?
oh, I mean, I had because my cleaners work a lot, and they're not perfect. They're
Mhm.
gonna miss some spots. You're gonna get some really annoying clients. So I've gotten to like three arguments so far. Well, I would never argue back, never argue
Yeah.
back. Just be nice, apologize, take the heat, and they'll apologize on their end. But you're definitely gonna get a lot of annoying clients, but you're definitely gonna get a lot of good clients. So you just gotta deal with it, and and just be professional about it. Don't lose your cool, and everything. You could fix anything. You'll do well.
No, that's actually really good advice. As long as you just don't stress too much,
Yeah.
it'll be all right, you know?
You lose once you yell. You can never yell.
No, exactly. You gotta
I
keep
do
that
want
up.
to. I do want to say one thing. I did get my first one-star review,
Ah,
and now do you know it was from this lady. She everything was great. I was about to get her onboarded,
mm,
and she was like, "Okay, how do I pay you?" And I was like, "So we take credit card, really really easy." And she was like, "Oh, I don't put my card on file." I was like, "Okay, that's completely understandable. I've had a lot of clients like you concerned about the credit card. So what I'm willing to do is, you can put your debit card down and you could put the specific amount of money that the clean is owed. And then I can't, if you think I'm gonna like you don't trust me, then I can't steal it." And she was like, "It's not about like I don't trust you. It's about I just don't put my credit card down." And I
mm,
suggested all these other ideas, and she goes, "I'll just find a different cleaner." And this woman was there's something off about her. So to be honest, I was like, okay, I mean, if you want to find a different cleaner, that's completely okay. I'm sorry things didn't work out. And then
right.
she was like, okay, I'll find a new one. And then that was it. And then I wake up in the morning and I see someone left me a one-star review. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And I look at it and this lady said, very professional. I loved him. Just didn't take, just would only take card. And that's just not for me. And she left me a one-star review.
Dude,
And I was like, this lady has never even gotten my service. And she's already leaving me a one-star review. And she left this review at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I guess I left this woman thinking at night, and she was like, I'm gonna leave a one-star review on this guy.
something
And
is
she
definitely off. Waking up at 6 a.m. to leave a 1 star like that on a couple
and
of shifts
she
we're booked.
Yeah, she left me a 1-star review, and I called the company to get rid of that 1-star review, and they're like, "Yeah, this woman's crazy. We'll get rid of it."
Oh, they gave it back?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
because
Nice.
I texted her. I first called her, and the number I had on file was, I guess, her work number, and I called her, and I was like, "Hi, this is Vincent,"
Hmm.
and wait, cut that part out. I don't want to know my. I guess yeah,
Yeah,
they don't see the
I
company.
can cut
Yeah,
it out. I can cut it out.
hi, this is Vincent, and they were like, she was like, "This is my work number. Don't ever call me on this number. That is so unprofessional." I was like, and then she ended it, and I was like, I'm screwed. She's not going to take the review down. And
Bro.
then I text her, and I was like, "Hey, I'm really sorry for calling your work number. That was very unprofessional. I didn't mean it." And then I
Hmm.
just gave a whole apology message, and then she was like, "All right, I'll take the review down." And then she took it down, and then she was like, "Is there a chance, like, I could still pay cash? I would really love to work with you." And
After that,
I was like, "Do you think I'm gonna?"
ah,
I just ignored the text and just said, "Sorry for wasting your time," because there's no way I'm doing work for that woman. Because let's say they slip up one time, bad review. Like,
even you didn't even get the service and you left a one-star review.
didn't
So
even
why
get
would
there.
I?
It was crazy. I was so angry, but I didn't get angry at all. I just apologized. Just was very understanding. I was like, I understand your frustration, and I just understood the whole situation, and it got settled. So, don't ever get angry at your customer because that's only going to fuel the fire.
It's a good tip, bro. Because really, if you would have reacted how she wanted you to react, she's not taking it down, man.
Yeah.
She's not taking it
Even
down.
the customer service people, they read my text messages and they were like, "You did that perfectly." It was funny. He was like low-key glazing me. He was like, "You played that off perfectly." Like that, and then they took it down.
Thumbtack?
Yeah. I was
Good.
on the phone with the customer service people and they were like, "You did a great job. This woman's nuts."
Yeah, that's bad. At least it wasn't Google, right? Because you
Yeah.
can't get that down as easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Google. Yeah. I mean, Thumbtack was really hard. They had to call me. They had to get her verification. They had to call her, tell her to take it down, leave a new. It was a whole thing. But,
Yeah, I mean, luckily I've never had anything like that happen, but it sounds like she just had something wrong with her.
I don't know.
Yeah. I appreciate you hopping on and giving us some time today. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully, a few months we'll see you at 50K, 100K.
Hopefully that's the goal.
Not hopefully. I don't like that word. We will.
Oh, we will.
We will, bro. At this rate it's guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks.